So how's the toe feel though? Like as the game went, did it feel like you thought it would? You looked early like you were bouncing around. We obviously know you. You want me to get to your touchdown run and everything. I don't know if that was. It didn't look like a designed read. It looked like you were pulling that, and that was you were becoming a solo soldier, as one of your old coaches used to say. And it worked out. So credit to you. But later it looked like you may be limping a little bit. Did whatever they juiced you up with wear off a little bit?
It would definitely wear it off a little bit. I also got stepped on at one point, which
I'd be foot stomping you all day if I was playing against you.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like that we do know what's hurt and how it's hurt. I guess the other team could do that, right? I mean, that's a target.
Yeah, I don't know. You and Brady Papinga are pretty good at clotheslining people, but I don't remember a lot of foot stomps you did besides, your other antics on the field, flipping people off and the back kids the way you did. But overall, as compared this Monday to the last Monday, I definitely felt better, and same with this Tuesday to last Tuesday. So, I'll just keep getting treatment. We're hoping to avoid surgery, obviously, but the surgery would be such a minor one. It wouldn't be something that I'd have to miss time with. That's a prereq for any surgery that I have at this point. I'm not going to miss any time. So we'll kind of reassess early next week and make a decision. But it's not something where I could have surgery, on a Monday or Tuesday and play on Sunday.
Oh, so we still might get surgery, it sounds like, because it was a report you were going to get surgery. Then the report was like, no, he's not going to get surgery. There is still a chance you're going to get surgery on the toe.
Yeah, look, again, with these reports, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know who's talking. It seems like there's certain coaches that may have friends in the media that they don't realize are actually just trying to report things on. But,
guys on the Green Bay staff, you're saying?
Oh yeah, Age, you've known about that. There were guys for a while who had their people they would leak stuff to.
Oh, can't have it, Aaron. Can't have it. Can't have it. But you think that's potentially what's happening? Somebody maybe got word that there was a potential surgery, and then somebody else was like, well, he's not having it right now, and that's why it's potentially getting reported. And the fact that you might still get it on like Monday and still be able to play is, I assume the follow-up would be, why not do it now? Is there something that can happen between now and Monday to find out if you can't do surgery, like a healing process that's already naturally happening?
Well, look, when the surgery would immobilize the toe. And so then there's that would be an issue the entire season I would deal with. Now it would avoid any further displacement, but it would immobilize the toe. So we're hoping that with a couple weeks here we can get enough healing that maybe we can avoid doing that. Now we'll reassess, like I said, probably later this week and early next week, but the ultimate goal to not have to do surgery. This thing heals up a little bit better, and you kind of make it through a few more weeks, and maybe it doesn't bother you late, the last few weeks of the season.
It doesn't seem like it was bothering you much during the game. Now, granted, there was the moments where you came up a little bit lame, and the gait was a little bit, as if you were limping. Green 19, right, is what you say? Because it sounded like DMT. I thought you said DMT one time just to troll. I was like, this dude put his foot up as his Twitter avatar, and he used DMT as a cadence. But it's Green 19. I actually rewound it. My wife and I were like, did he just fucking say DMT? He might have. Yeah, let's rewind this. We listened back. You did not.
Were you on some DMT when you were watching that, questioning? You and your wife both were like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. No, we weren't on the DMT. Okay, we weren't taking deep dives into our soul, but we were on vitamins T, H, and C right there. And we did think it was potentially happening. Let's talk. And I think AJ wanted to bring it up. You lifting your foot and showing people what it was, and then now you put it as your Twitter avatar. One of the greatest moves I've seen on the internet. Yeah. One of the greatest moves I've seen. I was so pumped about it. I don't know if you saw my tweet about when I found, it wasn't until hours after you did it that I found out that you did that, and I just seen it. I was like, oh, this guy is fucking awesome. But how did you get to that point? You were sick of the Wall Street Journal, I guess, wrote an article. I get tagged in everything that happens in your life. The Wall Street Journal wrote an article about it, and there was headlines talking about how you said it, and it kind of, It was like the perfect example of what you've said a lot where, people don't really listen to the context or the conversation at all. They just get some words on paper and then they run with it. And you've talked about this for a long time with how you've been covered. You were clearly joking, clearly. I mean, it was, and you can't get to the point where you're a robot and you don't joke about anything. But with how big that thing ran, did you just get fed up and that's why you decided to give all the foot fetish people a dream come true there right on that Zoom call? Or how did you get to that point, you think?
Yeah, I think Rex Ryan probably enjoyed it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Still one of the best.
Rex, you're a good guy, Rex.
Still one of the funniest press conferences was when Wes Welker did it. He said foot or feet, like 15 times. Oh man, what a funny guy that guy is! But
The straight face the whole time.
Straight faced, I know, that was amazing. Look, here's my issue with the whole thing, and I'll precursor it by saying this. Andrew, who wrote the article from the Wall Street Journal, reached out to the Packers with his number. They forwarded that to me, and I called him and had a very respectful conversation. Was interested to hear his reasoning. And had a good conversation. So I respect the fact that he got on the phone, and there was no official apology from the Wall Street Journal or really much of a recanting of the story. There's an adjustment of the title to the article, but my thing was this: you and I and Age and the boys have a great rapport. You have a lot of laughs on this show. I think it's pretty obvious if you're watching the show live, which so many people do, or watching it back on YouTube, or all the different clips that the boys put up on social media. Pretty obvious when I'm joking and when I'm serious. And I clearly stated, and it was posted on there, that this is worse than turf toe, so it's obviously a bone issue.
Yes.
Now, you made a joke about COVID toe, and then I repeated that, and that's all the Wall Street Journal wanted to say. Hey, you said COVID toe. I'm like, well, me and 98% of the population, maybe more, until this article, had no idea what COVID toe was, an actual thing, okay? Yeah. So with apologies to anyone who's been afflicted with COVID toe, I had no idea that was even something that could happen, right?
Me neither, by the way. Me neither. I had no idea what it was, but I learned. It was trending. It was trending.